So I want to make a follow-up video to the hello video that I made at the beginning of November, at the beginning of the Trinity Dip TESOL course that I'm making. And in that video I talked about how I was planning on moving to Russia this year and how I was doing the Trinity in order to improve myself as a teacher. So I want to talk about both of those things. So I'll start with my interest in moving to Russia and what happened with that, and then I'll talk about the Trinity, what it involves, what I've learned, and some tips that I have for you. So yes, I did apply for lots of jobs in Russia. I spent the first month of the Trinity also working on getting a job in Russia. I had lots of interviews and I had lots of offers. It was a very interesting experience. It wasn't the first time that I had applied for jobs in Russia, but I had so many interviews. It was it was unbelievable. Some involved what you would normally expect, just questions about teaching and grammar and things like that. One was more thorough. It involved psychological questions about what you would do in different situations, and there was actually a follow-up interview for that. Some involved really nothing, just a conversation and a job offer. Some involved demonstration lessons. 2 were surprises. I was told about the demonstration lessons during the interviews. In the end, in spite of getting lots of offers, I decided to stay put, to stay where I am here in Korea at my job for lots of reasons. First of all, as far as the jobs in Russia were concerned, the pay was too low. Some said I would be paid in cash, and I just didn't feel comfortable moving to a new country and taking a job that paid me in cash. And some of the schools have reputations for being corrupt and not treating their teachers well. The Trinity, I got my best evaluation scores yet, so I'm pretty excited about how I'm growing and going to continue to grow. So what is the Trinity? What is the Trinity Dip TESOL? So just think about courses such as IELTS prep courses. Students take that kind of a course in order to take a test, right? And hopefully they do well on both, but they're not the same. So this course prepares you to get a Trinity Dip TESOL. You don't get your diploma just by taking the course. You have to pass the exams. All right, and there are 4 units which are covered in the 6-week online portion, which I'll get to in more detail in a second. So the 4 units are 1, the written exam, 2, the projects, 3, the phonology interview, and 4, teaching. So first you have a 6-month online portion, which I'm doing now. I started that in November, December, January, February, so I'm more than halfway through, March, April. And every week, except for an occasional week off to rest or catch up, you have a module which covers part of one of the units. The written exam, the projects, phonology, or teaching. And you have a lot of reading to do, you have some forum tasks, and you have an assignment. And about halfway through the 6-month part, you're introduced to the projects. There are 3, the observation instrument, the developmental record project, and the independent research project. Each require research and writing about 3,000 words. And you can then go ahead and finish the projects before the face-to-face portion, or wait and finish them after the face-to-face portion. All right, and then you have your face-to-face portion, which for me will be in August, the end of July to the end of August in Barcelona. So you can do just 3 weeks, just the observed teaching part and the phonology interview, or 4 weeks and take care of your written exam at the same time, or you can do that separately. So that's an overview of what the Trinity involves. And now I'll just give you some tips, some basic tips. Be organized. It involves a lot of work. So however you need to be organized, make sure you take care of that. For me, that means having lots of big binders. This one is for the projects. As I get more into the projects, I might need 1 or 2 more of these. I have a couple for the week-to-week modules. I have one for my exams, one for phonology. Plus I have my computer files. I like both paper and computer systems. And then systems, not just for organization, but for how you get your work done. It's a lot of work. There's a lot of different material. So figure out effective systems. You can't just do this haphazardly. And I would recommend starting the reading early, especially the reading about grammar, especially Martin Parrott's book on grammar. And make sure you know how to use basic technology. You make sure you know how to do online forum work, making posts, including posting videos and pictures. Make sure you can make videos, things like that. For a lot of people, that's not a problem. For some people, it is. And finally, in order to effectively learn what you're studying, make sure you teach it, whether it's to your students or friends or whoever, or what I'm doing here. I make videos, and one of the reasons is to teach what I'm learning. All right, so that's just a quick look at the Trinity, my experience so far, and what I still have left to do. And I'm really excited about the projects and everything else. I know this course is making me a better teacher. I'm learning so much. Sometimes it's a bit challenging, but it's not overwhelming. It's a very worthwhile course. So thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Have a good day.